Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I was going to say Aquarius. Capricorn, welcome to your reading for October 2025. How are you? We're going to get right into it with Taurus, our first earth sign. So we have the butterfly deck, um, the animal spirit deck, our tarot, and a guidance deck. So what does October hold for our lovely Taurus friends? Our first earth sign of the zodiacal wheel, our second sign, so just barely into the wheel, right? The beginning stages of the foundational sign. What is coming up for Taurus? And you have forgiveness. So let's see how this plays out. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a lot, right? That can be a very heavy word because forgiveness is not acceptance, but we know that. So let's see where this leads you to. Let's see what kind of animal spirit is guiding you through October. I hope everyone is doing well. We are now into what we consider like the spooky season, where the veil between the realms is thin, and we tend to get a little more spiritually attuned. Okay. Wombat spirit, be at home. Wombat spirit, be at home. So number 68. So that could be somebody born on the 6th, the 8th, the 14th, because they add together, and 14 trickles down to 5. So any of those dates, this reading could have a slightly deeper significance. So forgiveness and be at home. Let's see. This is very interesting, Taurus. Very interesting. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Taurian friends in the month of October, as we start to get the crisp air in now, and the heat of the summer has started to fade. Yeah. I hope everyone is doing well, though. Enjoying, we are now in the final quarter of 2025. 2025 is a 9 year, right? 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. So that's all about completions, finishing things up. As you go into 2026, that is a 1 year. 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. That filters down to 1. That's about new beginnings. So let's see what is going on for our Taurus friends. So just in case, if you want that information. And this year we are in the year of the snake. In 2026, it will be the year of the fire horse, I believe. So 2025 is the year of the snake. Shedding of the old, right? Shedding of the former self. And then the fire horse moving straight forward into our new reality. So it's going to be very interesting, for sure. But let's see. So forgiveness and be at home. Very interesting cards, Taurus. And Four of Pentacles. Very grounding. Four of Pentacles is a foundational card. It's about setting the foundations for things to come. And it is the Fool. Okay, you have a lot of cards that dropped out, so we won't pull all these. The Fool, new beginnings. There was probably about 5 cards that landed on the floor, so we're not going to pull all of them. So setting the foundation for new beginnings. Okay, King of Swords popped out. 4 of Swords on the root of the deck. So, time to take a step back. The foundation of your reading is the bottom card on the deck. And that is 4 of Swords. So, I'm going to say, I haven't seen these top 3 cards yet, taking a break from the mental chaos. If you have a lot of or if you're around a lot of people and there's just a lot of mental confusion, or there's a lot of chatter, or there's opposing views on certain things, like it seems like you need to take a break and step away from that and maybe be at home with yourself. Well, let's see what your top 3 cards are. 6 of Cups, Judgment, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius got that, I think. Ace of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, the Fool, King of Swords. This is all about new beginnings. This is about what next year is going into new beginnings. 6 of Cups. You know, this is one of my favorite cards. This is, you know, those fond memories, calling in the things that bring you joy and pleasure, but especially when you were younger in your growing up years. The things that were very simplistic. I mean, we have 2 friends here, and they look like they're kind of helping each other out. You have the lotuses here underneath the full moon. So what was it like growing up? And just having your friends and just being out playing and being very free-spirited. We have the Judgment card. I kind of have to cover this because YouTube is being difficult. But and that is releasing judgment. That's like breaking free from the things, maybe breaking free from the thoughts in your mind that have been wearing you down. When you have the Ace of Wands, excitement for a new future. What new passions are starting to make their way? And in the traditional, this is not, I'm thinking about the 4 of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. So like, what is starting to ignite you, Taurus? What is starting to light you up and make you feel alive and energized? Yeah. So lean more into the things that are bringing you energy, right? You're starting to break free into who you are. And you only have 2 major arcanas. The Judgment and the Fool. And so if I lay these out, you know, it's the Judgment and then on top and then the Fool on the bottom. So this could also be freeing yourself to go into a new direction. So if you have a job that you've been doing for a while, or if you've been living in the same place and you've been thinking about moving, this is the time, right? I'm not quite sure where this forgiveness comes in. So since it's not showing up in your reading, this might be just for one individual or just a few. But breaking free, allowing yourself to start a new life, because you have the 4 of Pentacles, setting new foundations, and you are the sign of foundations. The Fool, taking on a new adventure, right? The sun is shining in the corner. This person is on the edge of the rock. They don't care that there's an alligator down here or there's a tiger. I mean, they don't care. They're just being guided by the sun, ready to set sail on a new adventure. They've broken free from their thoughts. They've taken the time to step back, and now they've gained complete clarity. They have focus, they have clarity, and you've also learned a lot about yourself along the way. You have clear, look, 2 cards right here. Completely clear skies, right? You have birds flying here. I don't know what this is. Maybe that's a butterfly or something flying in here. So you have clear skies ahead of you, Taurus. You may need to take a step back. There may be something that you need to forgive yourself for if you've been staying in a situation longer than you should have. But that's coming to a conclusion very soon. Again, 4 of Pentacles, and they look like chess pieces, don't they? Setting foundations. You have this inspiration to move forward, to move in towards something new. You're setting new foundations. There's a journey ahead of you that's waiting for you to step into it. And you're moving forward with focus and clarity. The sky is clear here. Even in the Four of Swords, the sky, as you start to take rest, the sky starts to clear up, right? The clouds are beautiful white. The sky is a very beautiful blue and bright. So I see a lot of brightness coming, even with the Judgment card. And I'm going to have to kind of cover this up a little bit. The sky is clear as you start to release yourself from this. Everything starts to open up. Your intuition starts to open up. You have this renewed sense of freedom and passion. Again, setting new foundations. He looks like he's on the beach, right? What a lovely place to be. At least in the sand or in the desert somewhere. A beautiful place to be. Setting those new foundations. You know you're going on a journey that you've been planning on for a while. So Taurus, where are you going? You'll have to let us know. And let's see what guidance is coming your way for October. And you know, this is for all regions of your sun, moon, rising, for your Venus. But again, this is general for the general population, the general public. So if something is not resonating with you, leave it behind or just wait. Right? Sometimes things make their appearance not around the time frame of the reading, but when you're ready to have things happen. So just be patient, Taurus. But you are, right? You're very rooted and grounded. You're very patient anyway. And let's see what guidance is guiding you through these changes, through these new beginnings, through gaining clarity. Okay. Lady Nada, heart awakening. Awakening to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. And just look at the roses surrounding her. So give and receive in balance. Open up to divine love. Heart awakening. So you have the Six of Cups, which is your emotions and your intuition. And it's going back to, this is remembering the past with fondness. So maybe if there's something that's been blocked here, maybe that's something for you to look at. This is a beautiful reading, though, Taurus, as you move into this new adventure that you're going on, moving with clarity, moving with focus, and moving with a sense, a renowned sense of freedom. So, Taurus, that is for you. Always, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment box. If you would like to book a reading with me, my information, my contact should be in the description. So that is it for Taurus, and let me get these together. Virgo. How is Virgo? Let me get this back in here. We'll move into Virgo. How are our Virgo friends? Happy October. Happy Libra season. A season of balance, choice, right? It's always about choice as well. And sometimes it's hard to balance the choices that we need to make with the things that we want to do. So let's see what the butterfly deck holds for our Libra friends. Not Libra friends. Virgo. I have Libra on the brain today. Virgo. Okay. Memories, which is very funny because, or unique, because Taurus had the Six of Cups, which is about memories. I love when these readings kind of in the same element, the reading tends to progress. So memories, beautiful. And there's a butterfly on a beautiful pink and yellow rose. So memories of friendships. So let's see what animal spirit is guiding our Virgo friends for the month of October. You have dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. So loyalty. Look at the puppy. And it is number 19. So someone born on the 1st, the 9th, the 19th obviously, or the 10th. So memories, and be loyal to what you love. And that's also includes yourself, Virgo. It also means, being loyal to, loving and loyal to yourself. And that should be first and foremost. I apologize. There's always noise happening here. So that includes you, and you should be first on that list, right? Of being loyal to yourself and, loving yourself. What does the tarot hold for our lovely Virgo friends? I love myself, Virgos. The organizers, the planners, they're the ones who keep people in line, keep everything straight. Taurus starts the foundation, and Virgo starts the structure of everything. They're like the architects. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, your cards are coming out pretty, well, they were pretty good. What does the tarot hold for Virgo in October? This beautiful month of October. It's a beautiful day here. I went hiking in the state forest. We have the universe. We have the Pinelands in New Jersey, so I went hiking there today. So the universe is on the root of the deck. This is the foundation of your reading, coming full circle, coming to a completion of something. Using, you have this ring of fire around the dancing goddess, right? So this is using the strength and the power of the universe and within you as you move on to the next phase. And we are in, I said this in Taurus, but in case you did not hear it, we are in a 9-year, 2025. 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. 9 is the end of a cycle. Universe, if it is the end, is the very last card in the major arcana, then we start again. 2026 is a 10-year or a 1-year, which is new beginnings. So let's see. I'm going to see what these cards reveal, because we also, on this deck, it's not in the regular Rider-Waite deck, there is a baby here. So, and it looks like, the person, the goddess is standing on the baby, and this could represent unhealed elements from your childhood. Taurus had the card of 6 of Cups, and that's childhood memories. You have a card of memories and being loyal to what you love, and I talked about self-love. So this could be, for some of you, there might be some healing, around some aspects of you as a child, right? The inner child healing. We have 5 of Swords, then we have 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Moon, 10 of Wands. Okay, so I may want to pull some more cards for you guys, for our Virgo friends, because there's a lot here. There's some of you have been through it's a whole lot. You have 2 major arcanas, right? The universe and the moon. There's a lot of things that our Virgo friends are holding in that they're not sharing for for whatever reason, right? It's your stuff. You don't have to share. But whether it is you feel like you can't share it, or if you speak about it, that makes it true. But it's still true no matter whether you speak about it or not. I feel like there's a lot of depth here for our Virgo friends that's trying to make its way to the surface. Because you have the 5 of Swords, right? mentally being depleted. This, I'm also feeling there's some emotional depletion here as well. Although that's not indicated, I'm getting this sense that you're just feeling a little depleted, like you're not being understood. And then you start to have like little glimpses of good things, good celebrations. And you have the Nine of Wands, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands. I mean, there's just a lot of heat energy here. And just collectively, these cards are indicating that you're taking on a lot of stress, or a lot of stress is being put upon you. It's like you are doing the work for everyone. You're the one who has been put in charge of, or maybe you have chosen, like, to feed the village, so to speak. You've had to be very strong. Nine of Wands. It's like you've had to be strong for others, and you haven't had the chance to be strong for yourself. Or it feels like people are not showing up for you, but you're showing up for others. Is that making any sense? This is, you have glimpses of, you have a few really good close friends that you can confide in. But most of this, I feel, Virgo, that you're holding this in yourself. And that's not what the Moon card is about. But this is the energy that I am picking up. There's somebody out there is going through a really hard time and they're holding it in. This memory card could have to do with, when things were easy and lighthearted. This is your card here. Be loyal to what you love. What and who? Be loyal to yourself. I think you've been giving your energy away, and maybe to people and or situations that are not deserving. I feel like there's a lot of heavy-heartedness here for our Virgo friends. So let's pull out your guidance card and let's see. A lot of work though. For 9 and 10 of Wands, that means, especially when they came out, you came out 5, 9, and 10, like all in order. So you are coming to the end of this cycle. Things are starting to clear out. You know what? No. Let me pull a couple more cards, because I just thinking Virgo needs some more. Or maybe I need some more. Because there's a lot. And I kind of almost feel like some of you are just on the verge of just like an emotional collapse. Not in a big way, but just kind of feeling completely drained, as if the spark has been taken out. So let's see. So let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Let's get some clarity on the Nine of Wands, because you have the 9 and the 10. And since they go in progression, that means you're moving forward. You're moving out of this. But it's going to take a while. I think this is not going to be till next year. So what is the Nine of Wands? Can you give me more on the Nine of Wands for our Virgo friends? And this is a completely different deck. This is the Magic Mushrooms deck or something like that. I don't know. Okay, the Devil. Let's get a little more on that. That is being attached to something that's not something, someone, a situation, a belief system. That is not right for you. This could be also, because you have this Universe card, I'm being really drawn to the baby down here. Unhealed or there could even be things that you haven't realized yet. Wounds that inside of you that you haven't realized yet, that are tethering you or holding you down, or holding you back, or causing you to make that you have to do. Okay, Knight of Cups. That's the card of self-love for you guys. That is the card of learning to love yourself and to move slowly, to be gentle and be tender with yourself. Here we go. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. You are learning a lot about what you need to feel secure in this world, in your life. It could be, Pentacles are all about our physical needs, right? Our material needs. But it could be security in general. You're starting to figure out, you've been burning, right? You've been burning the bridge constantly, whether this is something that's been put onto you or something you signed up for, not intending it to be this intense. Look at these, like 3 kind of darkish cards, right? And I don't believe that there's bad cards in the tarot, but there are definitely cards that send a message like, you've been doing way too much. It's time for you to break free from this. And again, you have the 9 and 10 of Wands, which is the end of a cycle. You have the Universe, which indicates the end of a cycle. You're coming to a conclusion. Where is this leading our Virgo friends? And so we'll just give you a card for 2026, Virgo, which I haven't been doing that for anyone, but I think it's warranted here. Our Virgo friends, can we have a card as to what they can expect moving into 2026? Yeah, I think this is necessary, don't you? Any other signs? I'm sorry, but sometimes I just have to go with what's here. And I just, in all good faith, I cannot just like leave Virgo. The High Priestess. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, this is great. The High Priestess, her counterpart is the Hierophant. But this is, wow, yeah. This is a spiritual ascension. This is all about tapping into your inner truth and being guided by what the things you cannot see, but you know innately are true. You're moving into your High Priestess self, the highest elevation you can possibly get in this earthly plane. Beautiful for you, thank goodness, right? Virgo, you've done a lot of work. It's time to lay everything down. Take a step back and move away from the things that are not working for you. Yeah. And again, this dog spirit is all about, be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to yourself. Let's see what your card is for guidance. Okay, here we go. The Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. And I will just show you this card. It's beautiful. Right after the High Priestess, right when I said you're moving to your highest self, that you can be in this human form. And you're going, intervention, the Divine Director, right? Again, divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. If you are being guided to become this, not to keep doing this, right? To move away from this. To move from this. Okay. Virgo, good for you. It feels like it's going to be a little sticky. I feel like it's going to feel a little heavy. But you got this. You know what's coming. My goodness. What a beautiful reading, Virgo. So that is for our Virgo friends. Let me put these cards back. Virgo, if you have any questions, if you would like more details for your personal situation, drop a comment in the box or reach out to me. I should have my email in the comment section, I think. I hope. And we will put these cards back and we will move on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? As I always say, the royalty of the zodiac, right? Let's see what butterfly changes are coming for our Capricorn friends as we move into 2020, October, and maybe 2026, right? Because Virgo brought us into October for sure. Okay, Capricorn, welcome the new. Look at this. Welcome the new. Let's see what, that's a beautiful card. That butterfly is gorgeous. Let's see what animal spirit is guiding our Capricorn friends. This is great. This is beautiful. I love the picture. That butterfly is stunning. Just beautiful. So welcome the new. What is the new? And your animal spirit, crow spirit, co-create with the spirit. The number on here is 17. I was born on the 17th. So, you know, the number 1, someone born on the 1st, at the 7th, 17th, obviously, or 8 for on the 8th. These numbers could have some significance to you. So welcome the new and co-create with its spirit. More spiritual ascension happening here. And this is the time, right? Spiritual awareness, tapping in and leaning in. And let's see what the tarot holds for our Capricorn friends. Beautiful. I love this. I love this. Crow spirit. I love when I see crows and ravens. I don't see ravens very often, but when I do, that's really a big spiritual sign, right? 5 of Swords. That card just came out for Virgo. It also came out for Wands. What are the fire signs? Earlier. So 5 of Swords, but 4 of Wands. So 4 of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite is that the happy home, right? That is that celebration of life and joy. You have 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords. So again, a lot of these intrusive thoughts or the chatter of somebody else getting into your head. So just protect yourself, right? Protect your mind, your human mind, and allow yourself to go to the spiritual, intuitive space. Let's see what else is coming up for our Capricorn friends. So 9 of Swords, though, you're coming to the end of something as well. What keeps you awake? What keeps you from holding your head up? Because that 9 of Swords is not a Capricorn element, right? Capricorns are very tall and proud and regal. So I would invite our Capricorns to look at their personal astrological traits and see what traits you are for your sun and your ascending signs. And see what traits that you maybe stepped away from or that are not resonating for you now. Okay, you have 3 of Wands, 10 of Wands again. King of Wands. So here you go. That is on the root of the deck. And he is riding, I will just have you see, a unicorn. So, what is your reading? Where is your reading going, Capricorn? It is leading you into believing in magic, believing in the things you cannot see, because we don't see unicorns, right? But you're asking to believe in the spark and the flame and the passion inside, and to believe in the element of magic. Again, you're welcoming in the new. You're co-creating with spirit. Unicorns are in the spirit realm. 5 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords. What has been going on, Capricorn, that has been keeping you from celebrating life? That has been keeping you from creating what it is that you want? That's a big question. And you don't have to have that answer right away. And that's something to kind of, we have 2 cards face down. That is something to kind of ponder. Now, as a Capricorn, you tend to be extremely responsible. Almost to the point you can be a little rigid sometimes because you are very direct and grounded, and this is how it is, and this is how it should be. And I say that because like you have the Ten of Wands, which came out for Virgo, and that is taking on responsibility, driving into the leadership role. But sometimes to the detriment of yourself, right? Sometimes you can overdo it and take on too much, and it's just not working for you, and it could be keeping you from your passion. So how funny that you have at least 4 fire cards, 4 of Wands, King of Wands, which is your guiding card, 3 of Wands, which is, making better choices, and 10 of Wands. Let's see what your 2 face down cards are. The Star. Oh my goodness. The Star and the Moon. Virgo just had the 9 and the 10 of the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So all in progression, like all going in order, like things are moving forward. The Star and the Moon are 2 cards that go together. The Star is first, which comes after the Tower. The Tower is disruption. It's changing of the foundations. Right after that is the Star. This is Aquarius, right? This is hope and faith that, things are going the way that they should go. The Moon, deep internal reflection. Like what is it that you want? You're moving towards it. King of Wands is their guiding force, right? You want to believe in things outside of yourself, and you have this passion inside of you guiding you. Though he's in the dark, right? He's being guided by the stars, and sometimes we can't see the picture very clearly. But you know enough, Capricorn. You're wise enough to know that you don't always see, even by the light of the crescent moon. Sometimes we need to be guided by our inner compass, the star. Right? Again, you're co-creating with spirit. So this is much different than co-creating with somebody. You're co-creating with something you can't see, but something you innately know and have full faith in because you can feel it. Again, everyone's turning into their spiritual elements, trusting what they can't see, but knowing that it's there. Okay, let's see what guidance is carrying you, Capricorn, through this phase, this King of Wands phase. I love that he is riding on a unicorn. I love that. Believing in what you cannot see. Having faith in that passion that's within you. And get a little unbridled, Capricorn. You are very grounded. You're the last of the earth signs, but you can let your hair down a little bit. You can have a little fun and get a little loose, right? You have Mary Magdalene, Teacher Awakens. She's a very powerful, for sure. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Welcome to the new. Don't let anything stop you. Co-creating with spirit. Teacher, so your inner teacher is awakening, right? You have something important to share. Again, all of this is about spiritual ascension or spiritual awakening, tuning into the things that we cannot see, but we innately know are true. Wow. Capricorn, you went from the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords straight to your awakening. Straight to co-creating with spirit. Straight to going into something new. Straight to riding the unicorn. This is fabulous, Capricorn. I love this. I love this for you. I love this for everyone. Capricorn, that is your reading. My earth signs, that is your reading for October. I hope you have found some inspiration, some questions. And yeah, If you have any questions, put them in the box. If you would like to schedule a personal reading for your situation, just reach out and I'll be happy to get you on a schedule. Until next time, always I send you light and love.